What is this?
Ma'am, stay where you are. U.S. Postal Inspection. You're under arrest for theft of U.S. mail.
What? This is a mistake. I'm the
Oh my
HOA
God.
president.
Karen's getting arrested.
No, this
You
can't
have the
be.
right to remain.
They say curiosity killed the cat, but in my neighborhood, it nearly killed Karen's reputation. Imagine waking up before sunrise, peeking out your window, and catching your HOA president in a bathrobe, stealing letters straight out of your mailbox. That's the exact nightmare I found myself in, and it spiraled into a federal sting operation that left her in handcuffs. Before we dive in, comment which country you're watching from. Let's see how far this story travels. It all started at 5:30 a.m. I had been noticing strange gaps in my mail for weeks. Utility bills arriving late, a birthday card from my sister never showing up. Even the IRS claimed a form had been delivered that I never saw. At first, I chalked it up to bad luck or a sloppy postal route, but the pattern was too sharp, too consistent, and I started to wonder if someone was deliberately tampering with my mailbox. So one morning, I brewed a mug of coffee, sat near the window, and waited. Sure enough, just as the sun was breaking the horizon, I spotted a shadow moving down my driveway. At first, I thought it was some random porch pirate, but then I saw it. Karen, my HOA president. Lavender bathrobe tied around her waist, slippers scraping softly against the concrete. She strutted right up to my mailbox like she owned it, yanked it open and flipped through my mail with practiced ease. I nearly spit out my coffee. Karen? The same woman who preached neighborhood integrity and handed out violation slips like Halloween candy, was stealing my mail. I wanted to storm outside and confront her, but instead I kept quiet. If she was bold enough to do it once, she'd do it again. And if she'd done it to me, who knew how many neighbors she had already targeted? The next day, I casually brought up the missing mail during our HOA meeting. Karen smiled, tilting her head just enough to make her pearl earrings swing. "Oh, you know how unreliable the post office can be," she said with a laugh, dismissing my concerns in front of everyone. But something in her tone told me she wasn't laughing at the post office. She was laughing at me. That's when I decided this wasn't just a neighborly squabble anymore. Tampering with mail is a federal crime under 18 U.S.C. 1708, carrying fines and prison time. If Karen thought she could keep treating the neighborhood like her personal kingdom, she was about to get a crash course in federal law enforcement. Once I realized what Karen was doing, I knew confronting her head-on would only end in a screaming match and more HOA nonsense. What I needed was proof, and not the kind Karen could wriggle out of with fake smiles and HOA bylaws. I needed federal muscle. So I called the United States Postal Inspection Service. Most people don't even know they exist, but they're the oldest federal law enforcement agency in the country, and they take mail theft dead serious. When I explained my situation, they didn't laugh it off. They asked detailed questions, took down my statement, and then one of the agents, Inspector Lopez, said, "Sir, if what you're describing is accurate, we're dealing with a violation of Title 18, Section 1708.